Set up. Oh, we are live. All right. What's going on, everybody? Doing a little bit of dashing. Decided to come on here for a couple minutes, probably 30 minutes or less. Talk about a little topic. Wait a wait a few minutes, man. Wait a few minutes here. Yes, sir. All right, all right, all right. Getting closer now. Trying to get. It's about 3:30 here right now. Um, Just gonna stay out here a couple more hours, but I wanted to come on here and touch on something a little bit, man. Anyhow, hope everybody's having a good day. It is June 30th. The 4th of July will be, shoot, it's Friday, right? So 4th of July is coming up. I'm sure everybody is getting getting their grocery list set up, get ready to get on the grill, have a few brews, do their thing, watch some fireworks, and all that kind of stuff, man. So that'll be pretty cool with the fourth coming up. Hopefully, everybody gets to enjoy some of that stuff. So that'll be good. As far as myself, just want to get out here today, come out here and do some of this. I plan to get back to my school work tomorrow. And yeah, we're in the teeth of the summer now, man. So can you believe it? It's about to be July. About to be July. That's amazing, man. It's starting to move. It's starting to move, man. Uh, you gotta uh, you gotta love it. Got to love it. But like I said, I'm gonna come on here and say what I was gonna do. I want to talk about friends, man. I want to talk about friends. I just want to touch on it a little bit. The old saying, the old saying is, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. When I was a young buck, I didn't understand that whole spiel, but it makes sense now, over the years as I've grown, and you kind of see how things are, man. It's Roomy, what's up? Dennis Gonzalez, what's up, man? Friday, who knows? Okay, somebody's trolling. Yeah. So keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And when I'm say friends, I don't mean you, your closest friends, right? Like people that are really your friends. But you call your friends the people that are your acquaintances friends. So I'm talking about these people. And as you come through the ranks, you're not going to really realize a lot of this stuff. Being young and grade school, you get some of it in high school. You'll understand it. But I'm talking more on, I guess people that are up out of college that are in the real world, so to speak. So maybe you're 25 and overs. People that are in the workplace in corporate America. People that are in the military, right? You're gonna go through a lot of friends, acquaintances, right? Because friends, a wise man told me this years ago. You count real friends on one hand. You count your real friends on one hand. You count your real friends on one hand, man. Brian Bates, what's up? That's my guy. What's happening, man? Just coming through real quick. Finishing out doing some DoorDash, man. Just talking about friends real quick, man. Want to come on here. You count your real friends on one hand, man. Um, in the workplace, like I said, the two best examples I can give is like I said, corporate America and the military. I was in the military, so that I can give that as an example. You're gonna run through a lot of people. Um, Here's what I'll say: a lot of those guys, a lot of those people aren't really your friends. That's you're running by in corporate or people you work with. I mean, even in the military sometimes, man. I hate to say it that way. Or it don't have to be neither one of those places. It can be somewhere else you work at. I mean, it can be a fucking Walmart or something. A lot of those people that you call your friends are waiting for an opportunity. They're waiting for an opportunity, man. Um, for instance, let me give you an example. With myself in the military, you tell your buddies, man, look, bro, I'm about to get this qualification so I can jump ahead of so and so I can, I can be in line for this next promotion or something, right? Man, those guys are going, a lot of your so-called friends are going to cut you at your ankles, okay? Cut you at your ankles, man, and get that qualification before you do and shit on you behind your back and smile about it. And you have to keep some shit to yourself, man. So where on the flip side of that, your so-called enemy, your enemy has something to prove to you. Your enemy has something to prove to you because that's your enemy anyway. They're gonna probably a lot of the time be a little bit more trustworthy. Not saying it, not saying that's true all the time, but that enemy, that so-called enemy, you might be able to trust a little bit better. You know. But yeah, don't tell all your business, man. Don't tell all your business because that can get messy. That can get real, real messy. And that's just like the workplace type of thing, man. Brian Bates, I can count them with like three fingers. I keep my friend. Yeah, you got to keep that friend circle very cool. I'm like that too, man. I can count my real friends on one hand. I have acquaintances, but they're not gonna know how I'm moving. They don't need to know all the moves I'm making. Because a lot of those acquaintances, low key, they're hating on you, man. They don't want to see you do good. They don't want to see you do good, man. That's for real. It's ugly. It's the ugly truth. I see it, and I've seen it. Some of the people that you think is closest to you, man, they want to see you fail and fall, man. They don't want to see you do good. You get that new house, they're wondering, yeah, man, how in the hell did he get that house? How did he get that? How did they get that? Low key, they are low key wanting you to fail. They want to be over you. You know, it's some sad shit out there, man. You gotta move. You got to move. You gotta move smartly, man. You gotta move smart. Like I said, I keep my circle airtight, man. My circle is very tight. But I bring this up, and this has come to my head, man, because I see people, or I saw people once, when I was in my career, make this mistake all the time, man. All the time they make this mistake, bro. Right? Real G move in silence. That's right. Real G's move in silence, man. You don't need to let them know. Brian's saying it right, man. Real G's move in silence. You don't need to let everybody know your business, man. Every little thing you do, you don't need to be displaying and letting everybody know and sharing every single thing you do on Facebook, even, man. Some of that stuff. Let me tell you something. Some of your family members don't like what you're doing. They're hating on you behind your back. Some of them, not all of them. I'm not trying to say everybody's against you, But be careful who you tell your real plans to, man, because motherfuckers will sabotage that shit. They'll sabotage your stuff and be like, "Oh man, that was messed up. That was messed up. I can't believe that happened." You know, I, that's the honest truth, man. And it's horrible. It's horrible. I hate it. But a lot of times, man, your friends take advantage of you, man, because they're the closest to you. They got access to you. You know, they're the closest to you. You know, you gotta you can't be open up to everybody. Can't be open up to everybody, man. It's just funny. I was starting to see a lot of that stuff a lot later in my actual working career. To be honest, man, I saw a lot more of that kind of behavior. And it's wild. And I think it's everywhere. You know, people are trying to get ahead. People are trying to get ahead by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Any means necessary. So be careful out there. Watch. Keep an eye on your. You know who your real friends are. Your top three, top four. You know. But everybody else that comes in line, man, be careful. Be careful. This is this isn't even no kid shit. This is an adult. This is with adults, man, that have issues with this shit. I do. Adults got issues with this, man. I'm just using the workplace as an example because let's face it, most of us spend most of our adult lives in the workplace. Spend more time in the workplace than with your family. If you have a family, spend more time. It's crazy, right? It's the truth. It's the truth. Because I mean, think about it, man. You spend 8 hours a day at work. Most people, Monday through Friday, and that's this if you're not doing overtime, right? This is without overtime, and most Americans nowadays with wage differences and stuff, they're doing overtime now. They're doing overtime like regular, so you're probably working 6 days a week. Okay, you're probably working 6 days a week. So let's call it like that, man. So let's say 50 hours a week. That sounds more feasible. So that's 6 days a week. You're at work, spending time with those folks at work. You got that one day off, and man, you're chilling. You're tired. You're trying to recoup. You know, you're not spending that time with your family like that, right? So, and then you do it again, and basically, work is really is your new family, so to speak, man. Right? So you're gonna make a lot of buddies. So you're gonna have a lot of acquaintances because you're gonna run through those guys. You know what I mean? You have to talk to a lot of those people every day, right? You're gonna go to lunch with a lot of those guys and girls. You know, you know about the problems a lot of them having. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. You know about a lot of the stuff that they're going through. And don't get me wrong, man. When I was in the Navy, man, a lot of my eyes were I was really, really good friends. Really good friends. I still got some really good friends that are my friends, right? That's that are my friends after that point. But there's still a lot of people, man. That they are acquaintances, man, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're going to do what they're going to do, and if you happen to be in the way, then you just in the way. You just in the way, man. So have a yeah. I don't have that many people that check me out. That's under the age of probably under the age of 30, man. But anybody, man, make be strategic, man. Not just at work, but work's a place that people are at the most. So that's why I bring up work. That's why I bring up work, man. Be strategic in what you're doing. Everybody don't need to know everything you're doing. Whether you're 2 months away from making a move at another job. Yeah, you don't need to tell nobody that shit. You need to keep that shit to yourself. Keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right, my boy Brian, I was up for head chef my job. I did some snakes. Yeah, man, ain't that a shame? Cats will snake you, man. Not even think twice about it. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts, man. Don't even think twice about it, bro. It's crazy. It's real crazy, man. Keep a lot of that stuff to yourself. I can remember, since making some moves at work throughout some of the times, and I got cut at the ankles, man. Um, by my own group that I work with. And you just like, damn, man, it don't matter. It do not matter. Because people ask you, hey, what you got going on? What you doing? What you doing? Always that. Nothing, man. Nothing. You know, nothing. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just keep it simple with them. Keep a simple ass answer from, oh, what you doing? What you up to, man? Oh, nothing. Just chilling. You know, doing a thing. I'm telling you. Even now, man. Even, bro. I'm retired military right now. I'm blessed to be in the position I'm at. But even doing this YouTube stuff now, bro, I started doing actually trying to mess with it a couple months ago. Man, I don't even tell a lot of people I'm doing this, bro. I don't because you know what? Most of them cats you got on Facebook and stuff, they're not gonna support your shit, man. People that are gonna support you are the organic people that come on here and watch you. You know, people that you put, and I've seen this with my buddy that got me on here about 3 months ago. He started a show 3 months ago. That's what got the wheel running for me, and he shared it. Over the month. Man, this dude didn't have nobody supporting it. None of them people that he would thought was his people. Ain't nobody support his shit, man. And I just told him, I said, man, you need to stop wasting your time over there telling them folks everything. They don't give a fuck about what you do, dog. They don't care. You need to keep it unless it benefits them. They don't care, man. I'm telling you, Brian. It's all good. That place closed down, and there's regulars that came with me to where I ended up. So karma hit them in the end. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that went down, Brian. For real. I'm glad that happened, man. Yeah, these people they wild, man. They don't give a damn. They don't care. No, no worries, man. No, for sure, for sure. I just got a job. Got a job at the Burger King real quick. I'm trying to stay on here a few more minutes, man. Um, I ain't been on here doing the DoorDash thing in a minute. But I did want to share that, man. Um, Come on here live a little bit. I know my time is a little off, Brian. Dog, I appreciate you coming through always. My boy Malik said, "What's up, Brian?" Had a private conversation with him earlier, and he told me to tell you what's up. But yeah, man, this thing with friends and enemies, man, that's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. I wish I'd learned this earlier. You know, pre 30 years old, kind of early. I think I could have gotten a lot more done. I could have gotten um, a lot more stuff squared away, knowing that fact, man. Because you know, I probably had some people really screw me over, and I thought they were my buddies, and that was on me, I guess, man. That shit's on me. So yeah, man, take that food for thought for what it is, man. It was in my head while I'm, driving, doing your stuff, man. I wasn't gonna come on live today like this, but I think a lot of people know this, but it's something that I guess touched my soul today, man. Where I'm just like, man, everybody's not your friend. I mean, this is something I've had to tell, I guess, even my spouse, even my wife, man. I've said, there's people, while we were at different base housings, I'm like, that ain't your friend right there. That's not your friend. That's somebody that want to start some trouble. Like I got an eye for that shit now. Eye for it. But I'm much older now too. You know what I'm saying? I got it more experience. Um, Being able to see that shit like that from a mile away. But yeah, I guess the moral of that story about the friends, man, is just keep your circle small. Like Brian said here, man, keep your circle small. I don't know why so many people like to have this big old circle of so-called friends, man. Even a lot of older people, they want this big old circle of people, and that shit just doesn't work, man. It don't work. It doesn't work out having that big circle like that. You can't trust everybody, and I guess I can say even in high school for me though, for real. Even in high school for me, I didn't like to have a big old circle of friends. Over the three or so that I always hung out with, I guess I kind of was always like that in a way. There's different levels to it. On my way to Burger King right now, I do got to pick up real quick, so excuse me here. Anyhow, I stopped beating a dead horse, man. Watch your friends. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer, man. Just saying. Somebody need to hear that today. At Burger King now, waiting on my order. You know what I'm saying? Be out of here in a second. See what's going on. Hope everybody. Again, I'm probably gonna make come through here. Um, I don't know, maybe 4th of July, maybe a little bit before it. I'm not too sure yet, but try to come through and say hello and kick up on here, man. That's the way. I'll be out here in a minute or so. I like my shirt, man. WrestleMania 6. Anybody that's a Zennial uh, in that age range and can remember this WrestleMania if you were a wrestling fan. This was the WrestleMania Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, man. Just a little stuff. Some trivial facts for you. I was 9 when this one came out. This was fire. Maybe I was 10. I don't know. I got this. I think my wife and kids got me this for like Father's Day or my birthday or something a couple years ago. I still got it. I still like it too. I ain't worn it in a while though. Just saying. Old school wrestling was the field. Yeah, it was, man. It was awesome. It started going downhill. I hate it when it went downhill. Yeah, old school wrestling field, attitude era with the go. Yeah, yeah, it was a great era, man. The Frank Gang, guys, everyone likes it. Frank Gang, what's up, man? Yeah, this era of wrestling right here though, man, was fire, bro. I was lucky to be able to go to a couple events as a kid, man. I can still remember them like yesterday. I met who I get to meet, man. I met the Hart Foundation. Uh, who else did I get to meet? Got to meet Right to Hit Man Hart was real cool. I got to meet him. Got an autograph from him. Who else? Who else did I meet that was real cool? Yeah, both the whole Hart Foundation, man. Bret Hart and Jim DeAngelo Neidhart. I met both of those guys, man, when I was like 10. Yeah. Um, a guy that I did meet that I do not like to this day, though, is freaking, I don't know, for the guys that listen to that watch the wrestling, Earthquake. Earthquake was a piece of shit, man. Earthquake wouldn't give me a autograph. And Earthquake told me to called us little shits and told us to get the hell away at an event, man. Yeah, Earthquake. Earthquake. For those of y'all know who Earthquake was, man, it was Earthquake and Typhoon was the natural disasters, if I'm not mistaken. The natural disasters was their tag team. Heart Foundation versus Demolition, greatest tag team rival ever. Yeah, yeah. Heart Foundation and Demolition, Axe and Smash. Axe and Smash, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Axe and Smash, man. Axe and Smash, and they had what was they had a third member. Axe Smash and jeez, who was it? Axe, Axe Smash and damn, there was one more. I can't remember his name though. I can't think of his name. There was one more that came through. But yeah, that was fire. Crush, thank you, thank you. Yep, Crush. Brian Adams, Crush. Yep, yep, that was him. Yeah, Crush was fire, man. I did like Axe and Smash. Demolition. Demolition was good. Demolition was good. You know who else I like? Who was Powers of Pain. Powers of Pain was fire too, man. You had the Warlord and what's the other guy name? Warlord, the Barbarian and the Warlord, man. That's what it was. Yeah. Powers of Pain. There was another one. I think that was the name of them. The Powers of Pain. Powers of Pain. You had jeez, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Yeah, this is the tag team era, man. That was fire. That shit was fire. I know I said this was a talking about friendships and shit, man. But hey, man, I'm wearing this wrestling shirt. We dive into this for the next couple minutes. That was fun. This was a fun time in my life, dog. So I'm gonna fucking talk about it. You hear me? So yeah, I know you remember the Killer Bees. Yes, yes, I remember that. Yeah, the Killer Bees, dog. Yep, the Killer Bees was it. Killer Bee. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was man. That makes me want to go back through and watch one of these, man. I know they got them on YouTube. So I'm. All right, all right. All right, all right. Got the food. Got the food. Got the food. Man, the nostalgia about this old school wrestling, though, man. That shit's fire. Oh, all right. Yeah, that old school wrestling was fire, man. Alrighty. starting to cool down some. All right, back on the road. But yeah, man, uh, it's nothing like the old school wrestling, man. Those guys, that we grew up on that shit. We grew up on it. We wanted to be those guys. Man, it was like it was imagination, man. You know what I mean? The Brain Busters, hell yeah, the Brain Busters. Arn Anderson and Telly Blanchard. Telly Blanchard. Yep. Yeah, the Brain Busters. They were smart too, bro. The Brain Busters were fucking smart, man. Yeah, I remember the Brain Busters. They were a smart group, man. They weren't as physical as some of those other tag teams, but the Brain Busters were smart. They outsmarted you, man. Yeah, yep. Tully Blanchard and damn Arn Anderson, bro. That's a good one right there. Yeah, I like the Brain Busters. Now I'm thinking of some other ones now out of the top of my head, man. Yeah, the Brain Busters. They were good. They were good. Bobby the Brain Heenan. Yep. Yeah, he was a great manager. Bobby Brain, as far as managers, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Yeah, I love Bobby the Brain Heenan. Mr. Fuji. Mr. Fuji was there too. I like Mr. Fuji. The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He was another one. I liked him. Jim Cornette. Yeah, yeah. Jim Cornette. Mr. Fuji. Yeah, yeah. Jim Cornette was that dude too. Yep. Yeah, I like that one. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, I'd say Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji are definitely in the greatest managers conversation of all time for with wrestling, man. I definitely agree with that. Mr. Fuji. Mr. Fuji was up there. And Mr. Fuji, low key, was a pretty nice, good wrestler, too, man, from what I remember from Mr. Fuji. And Mr. Fuji was nice. He was nice. And I'm definitely going to be going through, I'm going to make a topic. I'm going to make a show, bro. I'm going to make I don't know if it's going to be a live show or a long ass video about I was a old school wrestling head, man. As a kid coming up, man, I kind of tased off of it as I got older. But man, I love that shit. I'm gonna have to put a list together, man. Maybe put a list of the top 20 wrestlers of all time, top 10 managers, top 10 tag team. That's just an idea I'm putting out there. I'm telling on myself, but I think I'm in a safe space here, so I like that. I like that for an idea, man. To really dive into it, and I want to be able to put something actually together. So yeah, I think that's an idea, man. We're gonna mess with that. Mr. Jim Cornette, man, I ain't heard that name in so long. That's a good one, Brian. That is a freaking good one. I don't know if another thing I used to like is the battle royals too, man. Battle royals were fun, where everybody was in the ring and you had to toss them out of the ring. That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. If you need feedback, let me know. I got you. Yeah, Brian, for real. I probably definitely will, man. I definitely will, dog. Yeah, that shit right there. I might hit you up, man. We might have to get you on, man. We can make that list, get that list going, and hell, do this thing, man. That's yeah. I'd love to get back into that, man. That was a fun time. That was a fun time. I'd say my era that I really, really was just like elbow deep into it was like 87 to about 94, 95 when I really was just, I knew everything to know about it, you know. And I still can remember like Hollywood Hogan and stuff later in the later 90s with the WCW. I remember Hollywood Hogan, some of those guys that were a little older when they went over there. But yeah, man, it used to be really good. And all of the wrestlers didn't look didn't look the same back then either, man. They didn't look the same. Everybody's like nowadays everybody's muscled up and look the same, bro. Like you had like guys like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, you know what I mean? Looked like a straight up lumberjack. They were wrestlers, and you had Andre the Giant, and you had who else did you have? Just different, you didn't have everybody wasn't a muscled, really, really muscled up, man. You had different types of wrestlers, different types of guys out there. Got you anything you need? I appreciate it, Brian, for real. I definitely appreciate that, bro. All right. Brian, I added you as a moderator, man. Later down the line, once this gets big, you're a moderator there in here. I remember my generation. Yeah, man, people lost their. That was the hero, And it's funny as we grow up, realize how shitty of a wrestler. It's funny. Hogan couldn't wrestle for shit, but you couldn't tell us nothing, man. Um, Hold on one second. Let me see where this house is. This is the house right here. Not this one. There we go. No, Brian, no problem, man. No problem, man. It's an investment, man. Once the platform gets big, man, you're in there, bro. You are in there. I appreciate your support for real. Let me see what we got here. All right, all right. Got that one done. 4 o'clock right now. This here. There we go. All right. that one done. It's about 4:04 Eastern time zone now. Might do a little more. Yeah, Brian. Once this thing grow, man, you can already be linked up in here, man. And so no, it's appreciated, man. So that's yeah, yeah. I think that's uh, well, it's well worth it with yourself. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's gonna be a that's gonna be something I wanna mess with. But yeah, the Xennial's nostalgia, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to hit another one of those this weekend with my guest host Malik Hendricks. I'm gonna try to push one in there, maybe Friday, somewhere between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're gonna try another one, man. That's that one's that project has been doing pretty good. People are enjoying Malik and his company, man, and going down memory lane, and that's a fun show we're gonna do. So we're gonna try to mess around with that, man. Looking forward to messing around, put something down, you know. YouTube, a lot of our generation that we need. There's just so much stream out there that doesn't appeal to. Yeah, man, and I'm glad you said that, Brian, because me and Malik, we talked about this a little bit today, man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't appeal to us, man. That people like we're not talking about. There's a lot of it that just it almost skips like when you got the boomers, right? You got the older Gen Xers. That's not really, we don't really have nothing much in common with them. You got us, kind of the younger Gen Xers. Not, we're a little older than the millennials. Actually, we have our own subculture of stuff that we did, man. There's not enough of us on here. I think, man. There's not. Even when I look for it, there's not enough of us on here. And then you got your millennials and freaking your the Gen Z and all those guys, man. I can't some of the millennials I can, but the rest, like our age bracket, man. We need some stuff, man. I really believe it. Yeah. Back in the lab, back in the lab. Yeah, yeah, man. Um, our age group, man. Like I said, man, we need. I guess I would say more representation, man. I don't see much. I don't see much of a. Some people say the Zennial's not an age range. It's not a real thing, but it's a real thing to me, man. I believe it's real. We don't have that much representation from that age range out there. Thing, go back to memory lane and talk about some things that we used to do, and in our age bracket, we don't got a lot of, we don't got a lot of it. So, Brian, I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. And hopefully we can stamp something on, put something up that can stick, man. Um, that's the hope. Put something up here that can stick. People, the people that can enjoy and have something in common with, man. I know it takes time. It takes time to do this kind of stuff, man. But if you're having fun, you're out here doing it. You're having fun doing it, and everybody's kind of enjoying each other's company. I think you don't really have nothing to worry about because when you do it, you're not doing it to grab a big crowd or anything like that, man. I'm not trying. You're not trying to look for a whole bunch of likes, and you're looking for authentic people that fuck with you, basically. Right? Excuse my language. I'm a sailor by nature, so that's kind of how I talk. But you're looking for authentic people that genuinely want to hear what you got to say and that fucks with you, man. So That's what makes this shit enjoyable to me. That's why it's enjoyable. I need 200 people in the room, bro, and just because I'm saying I don't deem that as necessary. You know what I mean? If I had like the you know 3, 5 people that I have in there now, I think that's and we're authentic. We're getting to know each other in here, and we're talking some real shit. That carries much more weight to myself. It carries much more weight, man. That's honest. That's the honest to God truth about that. So we pushed. It's kind of funny. I was gonna do 30 minutes here today on here because it's kind of last second, of course. But I'm gonna try to roll this thing an hour now, man. Because why not? Why not, man? We rolled into some WrestleMania shit from our fucking age bracket, from our range, you know, to, just there need to be more channels though. There need to be more channels, and I figure instead of looking for them, you gotta. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do it. Somebody's just gotta do it, man, and make the ideas yourself. I don't know. That's all I'll kind of speak on that. That's what I think. That is what I think. So yeah, I think we got a special Malik Hendricks. That's whom I was just talking about. Shout out to Malik Hendricks. Uh, that's the other half of Zennial's nostalgia, man. Malik just started his channel. Just started his channel a few days ago, man. Shout out to Malik Hendricks. Go, subscribe to that brother, man. He's gonna be. I'm gonna. We're gonna help him get his channel up. He has a lot to say. Uh, his brother got a lot to say, man. He has a lot of good nuggets. Grew up with, as some of you have already seen him on here. Grew up with Malik. Malik probably 25. She's probably damn near, probably closer to 30 years ago. Yeah, man, we're due for a reunion. But good guy, check him out. Um, he's down there in the comments, or if you're watching this by video, once it is up, if it's already uploaded. You're not going to see Malik on here. Um, Malik Hendricks is at Malik Hendricks, Hendrix. That's his panel here on YouTube at Malik Hendricks. So check him out. We'll get him going. But yeah, it's cool. And shout out to my boy Brian too, man. Brian's the dude. Brian, like anything I can you need from myself, man. Brian, uh, feel free to let me know, man, because you're a real one. Man. I appreciate authenticity, man. I mean that real authenticity, man. It's hard to find nowadays, and this is a success. This is a success. Real talk is a success, man. So yeah, man, it's slow. I'm trying to make it a little. I'm trying to stick it out another hour or so, make a little more money, man. But we gonna see. I'm gonna park this thing real quick, see what's going on. We might be able to scoop something up. We might not. You hear me? So it is what it is. It is what it is. I made shit. I made a decent little money today, man. I started slow, but I've gotten a few. I've gotten a few good hits. I don't go on here to talk about how much money I made on freaking DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's not the kind of a channel I am, man. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. Some people like to watch that shit and see how much you made. That shit's boring to me. I like the platforms and it's cool. I'm doing it right now, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Hey, this is a 7 mile, $10 order. Would you take it?" No, that shit's fucking stupid to me. But I fuck with the gig economy. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go into detail about that. You know, appreciate you, bro. People like us get drawn to each other. Yeah, man, Brian, real shit, man. That's real, man, and that's appreciated, man. That's so appreciated, dog. So that's why I'm like, yo, moderator, man. When we blow this thing up and really get it going, man, yeah, that sticks, bro. So yeah, let's do it big. Let's do it big. Yes, sir. Tell Brian to breathe. Yeah. No, he see you up on here, Malik. He see your message, brother. He see your message on here, man. But but yeah, like I was saying, man. I don't know if you caught it, Malik, earlier, but probably Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we're gonna record Zennial's Nostalgia, man. Go ahead and get that thing going. I think that I would like that to be. I like that name. I like that to be the bread and butter. Yeah, bread and butter of the whole thing, man. That that has done very well for us. Um, I think we're, I think it's worked for us so far because that name is really who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're those '90s kids. That's who we are, man. Even as adults in the 2025, that is that's who we are. That's the core of who we are. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, it's the bread and butter, it's the crackers and cheese, like Malik said, man. It really is, bro. So, um, yeah, man, we appreciate it's wild. It's wild, man. We were messing around. We was messing around with that stuff, seeing what we could do, and man, it's been a outpouring of support, outpouring amount of support, and it's appreciated. We love that. Love that, man, and we want to give everybody what they want to hear. You know, '90s kids bring '90s back. Yeah, we got to, man. So if we don't do it, nobody else is, man. We the ones that got to do it. You know, we the ones that got to do it, man. A lot of us, a lot of the cats our age are just kind of lost in the sauce, man, and you know, that's just what it is, man. And like I said, we lack, and then this goes along with a lot of stuff, right, man? We lack representation in a lot of areas. You know, we lack. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. We lack representation in a lot of high corporate areas and shit too, man. Really, and I'm talking about zennials. Born cats born from '77 to like '85. Us, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, we gotta get up in here, man. I think, I think Vice President's. I don't want to be political enough. I think JD Vance is a zennial, if I'm not mistaken. But I digress. I'm not trying to get into that. But yeah, man, there's you got it. Representation, man. Representation is a big thing, and we started out here. I'm probably gonna try to wrap another 10 at least, but we started out here with we talked about friends and friendships. And I think Malik, I talked to you earlier about this anyhow, about real friends, about what do we say, friends. Keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. Your friends got access to your pockets. They got access to your plans. They got your so-called friends now. They got access to that stuff. If you let them close enough, and they're not really friends. They can be a vulture. They can be a vulture, and they can get into some things, man, to that what they're not supposed to get into. Cut you at the ankle, so to speak, right? And your enemies, saying keep your enemies closer. Your enemies, using your enemies properly. I don't mean your enemies like enemies you fight, but people you don't necessarily connect with. A lot of those guys can be more trustworthy in a way than your actual friends because they have something to gain almost by getting you. They're for them to do something good and look out for you. They got something to almost gain by it. They got something to gain by it, man. So um, straight up, man, I believe that shit. You do it, and when I say your friends, I'm not your real friends. That's on one hand. Those are your real friends. I'm talking about the friends, the acquaintances that you call your friends. There's a difference. I'm talking about the acquaintances that you call your friends, man. You got to keep them. You gotta watch them, man. You can't be telling people, and I mentioned this earlier. You can't be telling people your every move, man. Can't tell them all. Can't tell everybody your moves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move. You gotta move in a way, man, to where you can tell some people some things, man. But what you're really doing, you don't. Everybody. It's not everybody's business. Even especially your acquaintances. They ain't their business, man. It's not their business. Appreciate it, Malik. You know, it's not their business, man. Don't be telling it. And some of and we like I said, me and Leak had a conversation today, man. Some of your closest friends that you could have grown up with, man, can be good people that will cut you at your ankles the fastest. Some of your closest friends that you grown up with, man, that you think is close, could be some of the people that cut you at your ankles the fastest, man, and kill your dreams. Don't tell everybody your business, man. That's just old school knowledge and stuff, man. I think we've gotten away from that going into this day and age, man, to where again people like to tell, get away from the word, but tell all of their business on Facebook, on Instagram, right? Instagram, on all those platforms. They want what's the other one? The other one's Snap or something. I never got into that Snap shit. I think it's stupid. On Snap, people tell all of their business, dog. Basketball rewind. What's up, baby? Appreciate that. Yeah, man. People go on those platforms and tell all their business. Everything that they do. Hey, I'm out of town right now. Okay, you're out of town right now. Now you don't open yourself to get got. You putting your I'm out of town right now. Somebody that's close to you that ain't mess, man. You getting you are setting yourself up for failure. Nobody who needs to know that right now. You're out of town right now. Okay. You just got this new car. You just got this. You just got that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay, man. Somebody's looking at this, writing this shit down. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Bet. They watching, bro. People are watching this shit. People watching, bro. I'm telling you. So move carefully. Move carefully, dog. That's. I guess this is coming to my spirit, man. After we had like my leak. We talked about 3 hours today, man. But yeah, yeah, man. Move in a certain way, man. Don't sit here and I'm sitting here with my seatbelt on. Move in silence, man. Move in silence. You know, move in silence. Write your stuff down. Write your goals down. Write your moves down, man. Write your moves down. Quit listening to fucking dog. Quit listening to people that's so fucking negative, man. Quit listening to motherfuckers, man. Cause they just gonna they gonna kill your dreams before you can even begin your dreams. You know what I mean? They gonna kill that shit before you even begin it, man. So quit. You got to. You're gonna have to start cutting the cancer out your life. Start cutting that shit out, man. Cut the cancerous people out of your life. Somebody need to hear this shit. Somebody need to hear this shit, man. But either now or when this is uploaded. This something's coming to me, man. This is coming through me. But yeah, that's for real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta. There's too much, man. I watch, and I watch. There's videos of people, man. That's just they're down and out. They don't got no fucking hope. Um, yeah, they don't give a fuck, man. They're just down, man. And it's either they're listening to people that continue to drag them down, or they just hit a wall of depression. And it's sad, man. It's some sad shit. I hate to see it, for real. I hate to see that shit. I hate to see it, man. There's people out there, people that you know that will shit on on what you're trying to do. They'll shit on your shit, man. They're gonna shit on you, bro. I tell you. Uh, yeah, man. Don't tell people your moves, bro. Keep that shit in, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but move in silence, man. 'Cause there are people. Everybody has a tribe, man. Everybody has a tribe. Get with people that are in your tribe. It don't matter what skin color you are, none of that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I stand on that hill and I'll die on that shit. Get with people that are in your tribe, man. People that move the same as you. People that are going in the same direction as you. That's your tribe. That's who your tribe is. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Like Malik said, yeah, hunter gatherer, man. Get with your tribe, and you're gonna be a lot more successful moving with people with the same mind frame as yourself. Yeah, people moving the same mind frame as yourself, man. That's for real. That is for real. I'm trying to teach my kids this shit now. Try to teach them that now. Whenever I see problem children, right, get them the fuck out of there. Get that loser, that motherfucker's not moving in the direction you're moving to. Get them out. Mindset, man. It's all mindset. And shit, I'm not a finished product. I'm still trying to grow and continue to move in the right direction. It's a continual thing. But it's nice to be able to come over here and speak what you need to say. Say your stuff. Say your part. It's a nice thing to be able to do, man. So I believe that. I believe that. It's slow here on DoorDash. We're in South Carolina. We're getting it. It's a lot cooler now. Thank God. Thank goodness it is. But you know what? We're at the hour spot now. Hour spot now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up and put a bow tie on it. I'll do a quick recap. We started out with I started out with speaking on friends. That was the first little topic, man, in the workplace and kind of what I was venting on there. We talked about wrestlers, WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Old school wrestlers. Me and Brian chopped it up about some of those guys. Well, down the line, there will be a video of some of the wrestlers of the 80s, some of the wrestlers of the 90s, some of the wrestlers of the early 2000s. We're going to get that together for you. We're going to do that. It's no limit to what can and cannot do. We're going to do it. We will do it, man. It's going to be cool, you know. And that's pretty much kind of what we dug into. And then the last part, to moving in a certain way, not getting drugged down, not being around negative people that will drag you down, getting around your tribe, getting around finding your tribe. So that is it. I'm gonna wrap this up. This was fun. This was gonna be 20, 30 minutes, and ended up we're at 62. Got a nice little crowd in here. Got the real ones in here. Malik came through. Brian Bates always in the house. A new moderator in this motherfucker. Love that dude. He's gonna grow with us as well. And we doing this, man. We doing this shit. We are going to do it. We're gonna do it. We are going to do it. This is a fun time. Oh boy, over the next couple days, I'm probably gonna be doing schoolwork. I'm in my last week of my class, man. So, yeah, I'm doing Grand shout out to Grand Canyon University, man. The Grand Canyon University Lopes, online school with them boys, man. So I got to clamp down on this last week, man, so I can make sure I get the grade that I desire and I want. So maybe I don't know. Maybe damn. maybe the fourth. We're gonna see. We're gonna be talk to some of the guys and see what we can get together. Malik, two mice that got stuck in a bucket of butter. The first mouse sunk. The second mouse swam, turned butter into cream. What mouse are you hitting them? What mouse are you gonna hit them with that? I like that. I like that. I like that, Lee. But yeah, man, we are going to yeah, that's what's it. That's what's up, man. But again, I appreciate it. Appreciate you all running through, coming to see us out here. It's been a good time, man. I think I'm gonna turn my apps off. I'm gonna head to the house, man. I'm gonna chill out to see what's going on at home. So this has been real. It's been fun. We gonna all do this again. Definitely do it again, man. So till then, till next time, I'll take it easy. We gonna do it again. Take it easy.